out there? It's me, Steve, and we're back in Blue's Reading Time activities. This time we're going to make a whole newspaper of our own story. Wow, there's a lot of light. Of our own stories. So they're going to absolutely suck. Let's do this.
Oh, the power of words. Lots of words. I'm a big fan of words, you know. They help tell such great stories.
They do. And this time, first...
Click here to see other stickers.
I know, word fan dude. We're going to make a story about something on this page. Okay. It really looks like the only thing we can... I don't know. We'll do it about something that's pink.
Pink.
We'll make a story about a pink fern. I have no idea where this is going to go, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Alright.
Click here.
Okay, I think I have a good story. I had to utilize some of the words in a very specific way. And obviously this is going to be a much shorter episode than others, but let's have this dude read out our story.
Here's your story. Once upon a time, a king hid a jewel under the pink fern at the end of the rainbow. The end. Ta-da! You could try reading it to someone too, you know.
You see the way I had to utilize that second "the end"?
The end.
Because I actually don't remember if I had the word "end" in here. And if I did, I couldn't find it. But I think this is a good story. And really, I thought the only way a pink fern could exist would be at the end of a rainbow. Sure, why not? Well, let's add the story to our Big News Gazette.
Great story. Would you like to put the story in the Big News Gazette?
Yes, I would.
This will make a great story for the paper.
Oh yeah, let's put it right here.
Good start. 4 more stories, and your special issue of the Big News Gazette will be finished.
Yep. Time to make another story.
Have a good time working on your story.
First, we need to get rid of this one.
Do you want to throw away the story you're working on?
Yes, I do. Alright. Time for a brand new story.
Click here to see
And it's going to center around something on this page. Okay. Blocks, paint, book, then over, under. Let's do something with blocks.
Blocks.
I don't know what's wrong with my mouse right there. Okay, I kind of had to improvise with this one because apparently the word that I needed did not exist in this list. So, oh well. Read the story.
Okay, I'll read it. Once upon a time, paprika, leaves, with blue, red, and yellow blocks in her house. The end.
That
was it. Wasn't it great?
The original story I wanted to make was Once upon a time Paprika played with blue, red, and yellow blocks to make a house. But make, built, made, none of those words existed. So I had to work with this.
Great story. Would you like to put the story in the Big News Gazette?
Yeah, sure, why not?
This will be one fantastic story for the Big News Gazette. I can't believe we're actually going to see it in the newspaper. Put your article down on one of these blank pages, okay?
Got it.
Really great. Now only 3 more stories and your paper will be full.
Let's try and make a better story.
Words,
okay,
wonderful words.
I need to clear it out.
Great time.
Right, time to clear out the story.
Do you want to get rid of your story?
Yes, I do. Alright, so now this new story will be centered around something on this page where I'm going to be stopping right now. Now, I already did something with the jewel, and let's do it on this one. Okay. Sand table, sandcastle, wagon, bounce down, up. I have an idea. It'll involve something to do with a wagon that bounced. I'll get back to you in a minute.
Up,
these stories are taking longer and longer for me to figure out because they don't have words that I need, and you'll see what I mean in a minute.
Fantastic! Let me read it to you. Once upon a time, Tickety had a present. 2, mailbox, a big wagon, and it bounced up and down the end. Well, fancy that! And you can even try reading your story out loud if you want to.
The story I wanted to make, realistically, the back end of it was exactly the same.
Oh.
The front end, I needed to be either for or I needed the word give. Neither of which were in the list, so I was stuck with this. But you know what? It's a decent story regardless.
Great story! Would you like to put the story in the Big News Gazette?
Sure, why not?
This will be one fantastic story for the Big News Gazette. I can't believe we're actually going to see it in the newspaper.
Yep.
That looks like a good story.
Put it right there.
That makes 3.
And let's get back and make another story.
The more words you've got, the better stories you can tell.
Alright, let's clear all this out.
Do you want to throw away the story you're working on?
Yes, I do. Alright, let's make a brand new story with something centering on something on this page. Okay, we will center around a puppy.
Puppy.
Come on. At the park. And the puppy ate something. Okay, let's do this. This is probably one of the better, faster stories I made. Let's listen to it. Oh, no. That means go away.
Fantastic. Let me read it to you. Once upon a time, the little red puppy ate cookies, pizza, and a sandwich at the Apple Park. The end.
It got a little dark.
That was your story.
There we go. I had to improvise, but I think that's a good story.
Great story. Would you like to put the story in the Big News Gazette?
Yes, I would.
Another story for the Big News Gazette. Put your article down. That
Means we need one more story, and let's get this last story. Come on.
The more words, the merrier, I always say, because it makes telling stories that much better.
Okay, we're gonna clear this.
Do you want to throw away the story you're working on?
Yes. And this time, this story is going to include, I'm actually going to do this on
Click
purpose.
here to see Blue.
It's going to involve Blue and Steve. I'm gonna put him over here. But it's also going to involve Magenta. And let's see, they are going to, I'm actually gonna show my whole thought process with this story. Obviously, we're gonna need Once Upon a Time and the end. But in the middle, we're going to say Steve played with Magenta and Blue. Or actually, no. We're gonna say he went with Magenta and Blue. With Blue, and where's the word and? And put a little bit more. And Magenta to. Oh, I know what to do. They went to the big planet. Come on. Where's the word and again? And played. Dang it, where's with? With a astronaut. I know it doesn't really fit with a, but there's no and in this game. So there we go. Let's read this perfect story.
Fantastic. Let me read it to you. Once upon a time, Steve went with Blue and Magenta to the big planet and played with a astronaut. The end.
I think that was a good story. Now let's put it in the Big News Gazette and finish again another newspaper.
Big News Gazette?
Yes, I do.
Great. That's another one for the newspaper. When you put that article, number 5.
And we're done.
That's it. The Big News Gazette is ready to go.
A bunch of good stories. Now let's add it to the newsstand.
You can put your paper on an empty hanger.
Newspaper number 40.
Check it out. This is the 40th newspaper you and Blue have written. You must be reporter geniuses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can you believe it? One more piece to go. This is so exciting.
One more piece, and what could this image possibly be? We're probably going to find out in the next and final episode of Blue's Reading Time Activities. So until then, I've been Steve. This has been Blue's Reading Time Activities, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye!